You know, there's a guy at Eskom going on, off, on, off, on. You know, I don't know. Well, I kind of have that picture in my mind. Well, guys, new studios, Insurance Coffee with Nick, Ian, welcome.
Thank you very much, Nick.
Like the set?
I do like the set. It's new. It's
between one orchid, huh?
Between one orchid. And a little bit awkward, I suppose.
It's a little bit awkward. Today, guys, we're talking about the prickly pear, awkward orchid thing called load shedding and power surge.
And grid failure.
Grid failure. What's the skinny here on the grid failure?
Quite a relevant topic, specifically here in South Africa. You know, load shedding is very specific to us. Every single one of the insurers out there, or just about every single insurer, is now tackling this topic. And the first assumption that every client is making based on the information going out to the public is that load shedding and grid failure are not covered. All right, and
well, they aren't covered.
It's not.
Or are they covered?
No, it's absolutely.
I'm very confused here.
Okay, so it's not covered.
And let's start there. It's
not covered. So why is it not covered? Grid failure is literally somebody within the larger hierarchy of our government specifically actually turns off an entire area of South Africa. But grid failure is literally no power. They've got to shut everything down.
On, off, PlayStation not working.
Off.
What happens?
No, they go off. No cover.
On, off, not covered.
Not covered,
okay.
Right? Then the second aspect of that is load shedding. Again, very specific to South Africa. Load shedding is not a coverable event or claim. It's not covered.
Basically, you're not covered if something happens with your appliances due to load shedding or grid failure. So let's move on from
Yes, but now hold on. So grid failure is what it is. They're going to turn everything off. No insurer will even be in a position or capacity to cover the entire country being shut down without power. Is this going to happen? Nobody knows. If we have to give a guess, probably not.
You meaning now we can't work, we want a claim of loss of income, this, that. Correct. You're basically saying any losses that would occur from not having power, you are not covered for.
Only under grid failure circumstances.
Yeah, well, we say grid failure.
That's it. Then you get load shedding. Now, load shedding is obviously
the switching off of different sectors of the grid.
Correct. Every now and again, like you gave that little explanation of the on-off switch, every time they're on-off, you run the risk of these appliances going on and off, and they're not designed to do that. They're not designed to go off and on the entire time. So that ultimately leads to another uninsurable peril called wear and tear. Our service providers out there can very quickly ascertain, based on their years of experience, whether something is now broken due to wear and tear. Okay. So I mean, a motor, just think about your fridge motor going on and off, on and off, on and off the entire time. It's not used to that kind of in and out.
It's supposed to pretty much just stay on.
Just stay on. All right. Okay. So it's not designed. So if they boil it down to wear and tear, it's then not covered. Then the massive confusion within the market is power surge. All of a sudden, that's not an insured peril, and that is false.
False. You have power surge cover.
Correct.
If it's determined that it really is power surge.
Our service providers out there, they know how to ascertain whether it was due to power surge. Now, the power surge, very simply, it's an influx or too much voltage going into one particular area. Your appliances can't handle it, and certain elements of that appliance blow. Okay? Done and done.
I love it.
It's covered. But because we believe in transparency at Montblanc, most of the insurers out there have now strategically aligned themselves to remove power surge cover from the policy in general.
To remove also ambiguity, so there's no confusion. You don't have this cover, now
you can buy it up.
They're going to build it back on. And what sort of premium are we looking at from a residential car and household point of view?
I would say about $100.
Awesome. So there you have it, guys. You're going to be able to actually have this cover, but it's going to be taken out of your policy and then reintroduced as a value-added product.
That's it.
Ian, thanks for clearing that up for us.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Cheers.
Thank you, Nick. Cheers. Bye. Pandemic, very specific to South Africa.
Load shedding.
Cut.
I thought I loved that.